And we are live. Yes, we are. We're live. All right, guys, I promised you guys a late night show. Kind of want to throw a few things out there before I go to bed tonight. The home is asleep. And Happy New Year. The home is asleep, and I got the wife on the phone upstairs. So we're going to celebrate New Year's together. And when you got little ones, they always hit the sack early. They always go to bed early. It's hard to keep them up to midnight, but it's okay. I'm here with you guys tonight, and I am checking the comments to see if there's any. There we go. Bella S, Bliss Bella S is in the house. Then we got Positive Penny. Thank you so much, Positive Penny, and thank you for the tips. Thanks for the tips, folks. Every little dollar helps, and it really helps support this little transmission we got going on here. And who else we got here? I'm just checking the comments, and we got, already got 23 people already live. That is pretty quick. Thank you, folks. Okay, guys, I promised you guys a little wrap-up of Mike in the Night for December of 2018. We got a lot we talked about. I want to hit on some of the topics real quick here. It's going to be a short one here, folks. I'm trying to get Steve the Plumber on the show, if that's even possible. I know it's really late where he is. And I talked to him a few days ago, and I'm hoping that he could come on the show for a New Year's special, but that's okay if he can't. Let's check our old trusty calendar here. So there's our Americana calendar, and Merry Christmas, belated Christmas to everyone else that didn't catch our other show. But here we go on the 31st, and it is a beautiful Monday. It is quiet outside, and that's the beauty of living in a small town, folks. All right, so let's get to it, folks. Meat and potatoes. Let's get to it. Donald Trump slams Paris Agreement in tweet commenting on French riots. Again, no confidence in governments. Macron and Justin Trudeau, and I told you guys this. Now, let's go back to where we said, basically, so this yellow vest thing is moving. There's no confidence in government. I believe in 2019, we are going to have a lot of problems worldwide. I honestly think we are going to have major issues worldwide because there's just no confidence in governments. And especially with the economic system that they've put us through and this economic thing, or this huge economic downturn the world's going towards, this huge economic collapse that we are facing because people have, quite frankly, over-leveraged. Now, this is my opinion. I believe wholeheartedly that Justin Trudeau will remain in power as long as he can. Macron, same thing. They'll fix elections to keep themselves in. The whole world, the whole of Canada and France could vote for the opposition, and Macron and Trudeau will still get in. Like we were saying a few shows, everyone that's going to vote for a conservative, please wear blue. So you see a sea of pool shirts all over the place. You see all the people showing up in blue shirts. But then they go to the ballot box, and then the Liberals won. It's like, who the hell voted for the Liberal? So that's why they try to keep your vote a secret, so that if everybody knew who voted for who, guess what? You will know who actually won the election. I believe Trudeau and Macron will stay into power as long as humanly possible as they can. All right. Oh, okay. Victoria, what's up? Victory. And we got Sullivan here from Louisville. Thanks for joining us. And we're already almost at 100 people watching us live. This is fantastic, folks. Happy New Year. And if you're in a time zone east of me, it is already the New Year. And a Happy New Year to Jillian. Thank you, Jillian. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so Justin Trudeau and Macron, I could see them being, like, entrenched as emperors of their countries. I see Justin Trudeau being, like, never, ever leaving his position. He's a selected puppet. Nobody wants him, but he will stay. And he will stay into the years to come. And he will basically entrench Canada into, like with the immigration, the bringing in the hundreds of thousands of Chinese immigrants we've been covering, and laundering money into Canada. It's going to destroy us. We're finished. And then when inflation kicks in, and they have to raise interest rates, we've been warning you about these interest rates. So let's keep going here real quick. And so UN Pact in Canada, and that is there. And this right here is very, very important. This is from the Yellow Vest we've been covering. Yes, I did put up the Yellow Vest video up for you guys. Let me see if I could get to the... We had a caller on here, and I want to see if I can play this for you guys. Let me see if the audio's working on my capture.
Because our freedom of speech is going to be gone. You know, like the UN came right out in the meeting and said that if you speak out or say anything opposing this immigration compact, you will be arrested. You'll be under hate crimes. That's total.
Hate crimes coming soon, folks. Hate speech coming soon. If you go against any bill that they're going to throw out at you. And this is from the Canada Migration Pact that we've been covering here on the show. And this gentleman's sign says, Trudeau sold out Canada. See if I could really just trim this real quick here. Sorry, folks. If I could get this to work.
Because our freedom of speech is...
There it is. Canadians are fed up. And Trudeau sold out Canadians. So
it's going to be gone. You know, like the UN came right out in the meeting and said that if you speak out or say anything opposing this immigration compact, you will be arrested. You'll be under hate crimes. That's total communism, and we need to put a stop to that. And then he pointed his finger to the media. And he said, "You, the media, if you give a platform, or if you say, or you allow anybody to speak out against this immigration, we will shut you down," was his exact words. So we have to take a stand for Canadian and Canada and for our Canadian rights. And that's what this is about. It's a peaceful protest saying, hey, you know what? We don't stand for that.
So there it is. I wanted to throw that up there, folks, because it's kind of important to on our monthly wrap-up here. Because Canada, they're going to start, again, passing bills. And if you want to go protest them or go against them, they're just going to arrest you. They're going to charge you for hate speech. They're going to find ways. They're going to digitally track everything you do, just like the digital prison we've been talking about, that they're going to build around us. And this is going to be major with digital currency, and they're going to tell you how you can spend your money, and then they're going to come out. When Layla come on the show, she was talking about that monetary currency, that payments we're going to get. We're going to be getting money. We're going to be getting bailouts, or so to say. So she was talking about bailouts and money that's going to be coming into the average citizen. Universal basic income. Yes, sorry about that. Somebody in the comments. The other is, payment systems coming our way. And UBI, Mike, universal basic income. So there it is right there for you guys, folks. And we had that going on. And let's keep going on, folks. Let's move forward, folks. I have a little bit of a setup here for you guys. And what else we got going on here? So I put this mic of the night up too from 2 weeks ago, and kind of important for you guys, this one here. And I wanted to address this one here. Let me get to it here.
Sam, are you obligated to protect the charter rights and freedoms of Canadian citizens?
We enforce it to make sure that they're adhering to it.
So I can understand your community policing policy, correct? Where it states that you're obligated to do two things for the Canadian people, sir?
I can't hear you over the wrestling.
One is partnership between the police and the community sharing in the delivery of police services. Members of your detachment, pledge to 1. Treat all people equally with respect. 2. Uphold the Canadian Charter rights and freedoms. 3. Serve and protect the community. 4. Work with the community and other agencies to prevent or resolve problems that affect the community's safety and quality of life. Sir, I'm here to inform you that the UN Immigration Pact that was signed today is a violation of the Charter rights and freedoms, including, and exclusively including, Canadian citizens' liberty. Okay. You have now been put on notice to arrest Prime Minister Trudeau and every member of Parliament who voted for this agreement to be signed. This is a violation of the Charter rights and freedoms. You are obligated to protect that document. Our liberty as Canadian citizens has been stripped from us. We demand the arrest of those individuals. Mom, tell the police.
Can I be able to read that, or am I not allowed to read it?
Just wait. Go ahead, Mom.
Arrest Trudeau for violating the Charter.
Okay, that's from an 83-year-old person who developed this country. This is a copy.
And the people that developed this country are being shown the door, like we've been talking about. And then, again, the Yellow Vest movement is moving around. And I covered the Yellow Vest movement across, well, I didn't really cover it across Canada. I took clips from across Canada, and I covered the Yellow Vest movement here in Merritt on the 18th, I think. The video's up for you guys to see. And then, look at the caption right here. I think the anger comes from far more than taxes. It's actually going deep. It's running deep. There is no confidence in governments. 2019, we will see the Yellow Vest movement spread around the world, and there will be a world of protest. People have had enough, right? So we got Nolan Fisher messaging me, asking me, how are they going to shut this down, right? So Nolan Fisher is asking, hold on, so basically he's asking, governments will do what they can to shut it down. Yes. So again, it goes back to what we said earlier in a few videos, or quite a few videos ago, where I was in my van and I was telling you guys basically that governments will do anything and everything to not take any accountability for the financial mess they've put us in. And I even went as far as saying they're going to go to a hot war, okay? Or if they have to, they're going to pull the trigger on a mass pandemic, because they're going to have to shut this down. We're going into 2019 in a couple of hours where I am, and we all already, the world is in protest. And we've been telling you guys the world will be going into protest full force. Now, what I'm seeing here is actually happening. So this is footage that we have here from Belgium that we covered on that Mike in the Night. And then we got the, let's keep going, fast forwarding a bit. Rate increase on car insurance, we covered that. And we covered this one. This one I got kind of upset where what was happening in Africa. Let's see if we play it here. I don't want to get upset tonight with you guys, folks. It's New Year's, and so it was Mike Martin's 1980 was my dating profile. Okay, that's talking about. Okay, you guys don't know what a goop. All right, let me see if I can get to this guy talking here. Let's see if I have him playing. No, I don't have him playing here, unfortunately, guys. I'm really, really sorry. It's basically saying to kill all whites, and that was something that we brought up last week, and that caused a lot of controversy. And a lot of people were sending me a lot of hate, too, of the way I reacted towards that. And we had quite a few callers in this show. Let's see who's here.
It's like when you start lifting weights. You know, you start at 20 dumbbells, you eventually go up to 25.
So we got lots of callers on this show giving us updates. There is the civil unrest there in France, and this is pretty much year's end protests, and financial fall into bear markets, joining materials and energy and stocks. So everything is going into a bear market, and again, world financials are crumbling, and the world debt is out of control. And let me see if I could find. Let's see if they played here. Let's see if they played here. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I don't got it here, folks. I'm trying to see if I could find that headline for you guys, but it's there. You guys could check it out on your own. This is only 2 weeks old. You guys could check out this Mike in the Night. Very intense Mike in the Night, and there we go. South African politician urges people to kill whites and their pets. And we have Lily here. Shout-outs from St. Louis. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Lily. And Logan. Logical Logan. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Where are you at, Logical Logan? Are you in Canada? All right, let's keep going here. And then we did, obviously, our little thing here that we went around, and there I am right there. I just noticed something. Hold on a second. I gotta change my shirt more often. And that was middle of the month, guys, when I got that really terrible cold, and you could tell there on my lip. Still feel it, but you could still tell. You could tell that right there on my lip there. and basically going around Merritt and talking about the Yellow Vest movement and the importance of Canadians.
Of the Yellow Vest, hopefully to rally people across Canada to make Canada a better place, to stop the bureaucratic, the corrupt governments, just the way things we're doing. Stop buying foreign oil when we have enough.
Yes, more
than that.
Yeah.
Be self-sufficient in Canada, create jobs, and everything. And over taxation, the whole works. It's everybody knows what's going on in Canada, but we need Canada to band together, to stand up and say enough is enough.
And enough is enough. And I caught footage. Arrest Trudeau for treason. That was in my hometown of Merritt, BC. I went out, got a bit of this footage. I think it was a Monday or a Sunday or a Tuesday. I can't remember what day of the week it was. But this was definitely 2 weeks ago. Because I remember, because I got really sick. And this gentleman talks. And then we got Toronto, Ontario.
I see around this crowd, and I see a lot of people like me. People that weren't born here. People who escaped the third world. People who escaped corruption, balkanization, division, and are here holding up Canadian flags. Why? Because we believe in the idea of Canada. Yay! We believe in what this country stands for, or at least it used to stand for. Because
A really good one. I try to get some of these people. Here we go, Edmonton, Alberta.
Okay, so...
Hey, buddy, why hide your face for? Taking the day off from work to be here.
Okay, so why are you taking the day off from work to be here?
Well, we're mad about.
So people protesting across Canada, and that is in Edmonton, Alberta, and they're questioning him why he's wearing a mask, and he's protecting himself because employers will fire you if you go, especially if you're in a public sector. The governments will fire you in public sector jobs, and there he is right there talking. Ottawa, Ontario, same thing. And the 416.
Well, I appreciate you all coming out here. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed with the numbers. Yeah. I'm wondering how bad it has to get in Canada before folks can make time.
So I think it's going to get really bad in Canada. And going back to what we've been saying, I have a strong belief that they're going to raise interest rates. They're going to have to raise interest rates by 2021, 2022. If we don't raise interest rates by 2021 to 8 or 9%, we're in a lot of trouble. Okay? Because by 2022, maybe 2023, people won't be able to buy food. People won't be able to buy food. So they have to raise rates to hedge against inflation. Now, you're going to see rates go up, but interest rates when interest rates go up, what happens? Well, mortgage payments go up. Unlike the United States, where you could buy an average home for $130,000 in Florida or $90,000 in Louisiana, you don't have those options in Canada. So a lot of people are severely over-leveraged. I saw house to house, we compared this with Steve the Plumber on Trends in the Housing Market like 2 years ago, where we found the same house in Florida and the same house in Vancouver. Okay, and the one in Florida was in Fort Lauderdale in a gated community. The one in the gated community was $198,000. It was a house detached in a gated community on a lake with a pool, community pool for everyone to use, and you had your house there. Okay, and it was attached to a golf course. Okay, but the same house in Canada without the gated community, without the golf course, without the pool, without everything, was $1.9 million. So you see, people are becoming more and more over-leveraged in Canada, and I think people, once interest rates go up to hedge against the inflation and drop off the bad debt, because we're filled with money laundering. Money laundering has destroyed our country. The Chinese communists have come here and destroyed our country. I have a feeling that people just won't be able to buy food. By 2025, it's going to be hectic. And we've been talking about the whole euthanasia thing, where the country is telling people, like, we're going to have to start killing you now. Well, why? Well, people are going to go into extreme poverty. I think by 2022, we're going to get hit really hard. And I just don't see any way for governments to fix this problem. They can't fix this problem. They're going to call for a huge reset. And this reset, it's going to be a major problem because they're going to have to shut everything down because there's going to be incredible civil unrest. That's why tonight I'm calling 2019 is going to be the year of the protest. They're going to protest the crap out of 2019, guys. The whole world is going to be protesting in 2019. Get your popcorn, sit back, and relax, right? But then it goes back to that other comment and what we said. They're going to shut things down to avoid accountability. They're going to shut it down. They're going to find a way to go to hot war. They're going to have to do that whole Taiwan and China thing maybe, and the military presence build up in the Ukraine since 2016, during the Obama administration. We're having this massive military build up on the Ukraine-Russian border, and we've been covering that. They might spark something there if they have to. And then it goes back to that whole thing that we've been talking about, pull the trigger on a pandemic. They're going to have to, okay, people may have a rush event and rush in, put in a new government, fix the banking system, destroy the mainstream media, the big pharmas, all the crap that's been destroying us, and stop putting water in our foods and the chemtrails and stuff, and stop putting chemicals in our foods and chemicals in our water. And that's the only, but if there's a rush takeover with limited to no violence, kind of like that coronation day in Portugal, with the coronations and the flowers in the barrels of the gun. Look that up, see what I'm talking about. We brought that up before. And yeah, I'm just kind of trying to figure things out, trying to understand where they can position things. But I feel that they're going to have to lock it down. And pulling the trigger on a pandemic is a good way to do it. But they're going to have to get the entire mainstream media behind this, and they're going to have to stop everyone from filming with their cameras, though. They're going to have to stop everybody that has a phone in their pockets has a camera. They're a journalist. So they're going to have to stop that somehow. And yes, it's very unlikely. And Logan's in the comments. He said he's in San Antonio. And he said, no, pulling the trigger or setting off a pandemic wouldn't work, Mike. It would be very local, and they'll contain it and shut it down. It needs to be a worldwide event. Okay. But again, maybe hot war, and then get enough countries into it so they can start creating artificial shortages. Right? So, anyways. Okay, let's see if we can get our buddy. I think he's sleeping. Let me just message him really. Let me just message him real. Okay, see if he gets that. Buddies, I wanted to get Steve the plumber on. I know he's probably sleeping right now, but that's okay. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning there. No big deal. We got Cheerful Cole in the house out of Detroit. Thanks, buddy. Wow, you guys are already New Year there, eh? We got 146 watching live this late in the night. Happy New Year, Harper. And yeah, it's going good. The wife's on the phone upstairs, so she's awake. Everybody seems to be awake. So I wanted to put these videos out there for you guys. Kind of do a wrap-up of the month of December for you guys, because it's getting intense out there. And I have a feeling that there's going to be like a worldwide no confidence in government. We were talking about already the organized. Yeah, we got the Yellow Vest movement going on strong in France now. I think they're 10 or 20 weeks now strong. Or 18 weeks strong? I'm not sure. They're about 18 weeks strong right now in France. So I think that's going to go on through a good portion of 2019. So, and I'll keep you guys updated here on... I'll keep you guys updated on here, what is going on, and here in my little town. And you guys keep sending me your videos and your little clips on what's happening in your neck of the woods. And I'll be back for Mike in the Night. I'll try to be here for... I don't know if I could do... No. I'm going to have to be here for next Saturday, if that's okay with you guys. And then Wednesday we'll do the... We'll do the trends in the housing market. And we'll catch up on that. And then maybe we could get some other callers on there too to tell us what's going on. Also, guys, forgot to tell you. We had... last week, we had Formafist on the show. And I had we had Let me see if I have him. No, he wasn't in that one. We did have Formafist, guys. I want to let you guys know that we did have Formafist on... No, okay, I don't have him here. No. We had Formafist on last week. A few days ago on Mike of the Night, actually. So if you guys want to check that out, please check that out. And don't forget to check him out and like and subscribe. Anyways, folks, 2019. What do you guys got planned? What are you planning? What do you think is going to happen? We'll find out next week on Mike of the Night. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy New Year.